So I don't know if you remember that I was trying to pack the Soundcard, this Behringer Soundcard, in one of my earlier videos. And I moved a little bit on after I used it for some work. I figured out I need to work more with it to get it more compact and also easier for transport, and so it doesn't get destroyed so easily. So I began with this mock-up here. You can see that it is it's a box. It's this kazoo instrument I bought from China, and I just put the Behringer in there. You can see it's there, and then I have the cutout for the plugs. And this mock-up is going to be the measurement for a 3D print. But first we have to start looking at the mock-up, how it is, measure it, and then trying to get a SketchUp file out of that. So the size on the thing I would like to make in SketchUp is 8.4, and then you have here approximately 11 and a half. But as we can see here, it's a little bit too much space here, so I can probably narrow it a little bit down. I guess I can squeeze it like 1.5 centimeter. Then we're down to 7 centimeters. But this one should be 11.5. So I start by making the box quite simply using the rectangular tool here. And it was 85, I think. And then we wanted 115, somewhere there. And we were on like 22 height, maybe, around there. And we have the box. But we don't necessarily exactly want it like this in the 3D print. I think we should offset some line here. We want it, how many millimeter thick do we want it? And that's the thing. Going inwards here will be a little bit smaller, and have to see if we're going to get it right. 55 might be too much, but let's see. We have a 3 millimeter thick one here, and there at the bottom. And we have to make a floor on this thing. We make the floor also 3 millimeter thick. Let's see here, reverse faces. 3, like that. And here we're missing a face here at the bottom. So we should do like that. That's generally our box. Not really sure what we should do anything about that. And we need a lid for the box, that's obvious. But let's start to measure here. We have 79 on the inside, and we have 109. And this may be a little bit too little, so let's pull it. 5, and then 120 there. We have 114, so that's approximately what we want on the inside. And 79. I guess we can do it a little bit smaller. 76 on the inside, and then it's 114. Let's just do 100, and then I think we have our box. Approximately there, I think we are. And we need one more part. We need a lid. And first we have to measure a little bit more on the model to see where we're going to make this hole. We want some hole here. And then we also want a lid. But the lid, I think we can do now at once. That is quite okay to do. Copy this. And we'll just put it out here. I guess we want the lid to go a little bit on the inside. Now I see that we have to reverse these faces. And then we have to go on this one. We have to go maybe like 5 on this one. And then we go 3 on this one. That's maybe a little bit too thick. And do this one on 4. So we have a 3 thickness here, and then we have here we have 1. I think that'll be good for the lid. So let's look at the measurement for the box here. So now to get the holes here in the SketchUp model, we have to measure this opening, and we can see that it is 6.4, 6.3, let's say 6.5, 6.4, somewhere there, and the height of the thing 2.2. And when I said 1.5, we could save on here. It's maybe a little bit optimistic. It's about how much I would like to bend the cable. So maybe just 1. The box will be then, instead of 8.5, it will be 7.5, 7.3. Yeah, let's see how we do that. There should be some space, but a little bit more narrow. We can't do much more here. I think on the inside here it should be 2.2, and the box itself is 8.6, and the width of the thing is 5. So with that we can continue on our model. We can edit it and see where we get. Okay, so we have measured some distance here, and we have the height, and we have the space of the box inside. Let's start to make it into a group then, so we can start having something to work with on the inside, because we wanted the sound card here approximately, and the cable going out, and then we have a hole down here. That should be, not really sure how we should do that, so it becomes quite neat and stuff. But I guess we can just go some distance up here. Let's just do it 15 up. There we are. Then we need a width on that for 3 maybe. I'm just not pulling it all the way down. I need a little bit up on the side here, so that's good. So this is something we will have to fill in later, but it's because I'm not going to cut the USB cable in any way. But let's do the same here as well, going a little bit up. I'm thinking about like 5 millimeters here. We can adjust this later when we control measuring it. And then going like 65 then. Let's see how far we are up. We're here. And if we go down to the floor on the inside, then we can start pulling it later to get that. But that's the beginning of the box, and it looks a little bit like this. I mean, I don't know if you see it, but it's getting almost there. We're not really there yet, but I think this is the beginning, and I think we should try to work a little bit more with these parts here and see if it's going to be anything we would like to see in the printer. So yeah, I guess that's for now. Trying to save this thing, and I will show you the follow-up when I'm getting closer to printout here.